You're welcome to Healthy Relationship Plug. Now, I want you to picture this for a second. It's 2 in the morning, the house is completely silent, your family is sound asleep, but what you can't see is the unseen battle being fought for the very heart of your home. The real question is, who's on guard? I mean, really think about that. You've locked the doors, the alarm is set, you've done all the physical things. But is your home genuinely, truly secure? See, there are forces at work the deadbolts and fancy security systems just can't stop. Okay, let's talk about your spiritual night shift. Look, we all need physical rest. Our bodies get tired after a long day, that's a given. But when one night of spiritual rest turns into weeks or even months, you might be leaving a door wide open for trouble without even knowing it. And this is where we need to connect the dots. You might see constant arguments and just, blame it on stress from work. You might see a child acting out and write it off as just a rebellious phase. Or maybe your finances are just stuck in the mud and you think, it's just the economy. But so often, these are just the symptoms of a much deeper, unseen battle. This right here, this highlights a key strategy. It's about the significance of the midnight hour. I mean, Jesus himself would pray through the entire night before making major decisions. So the question is, if he needed to do that, how much more do we need it? So, what is the husband's role in all this? We've talked about the why, so now let's focus on the who. And guys, this comes down to understanding the specific spiritual authority that you've been given for your home. That concept of a husband as the head is so often misunderstood. This isn't about being a dictator or being the boss. A much better way to see it is less like a king on a throne and more like a Secret Service agent who's responsible for protection. It's a position of immense responsibility. You are the spiritual covering for your family. And here's the powerful truth. As the man of the house, your voice carries a unique weight in the spiritual realm. The belief is that when you pray, both heaven and hell have to take notice because you are acting as the appointed representative for your home. Your voice matters. And hey, this isn't some newfangled idea we just came up with. Let's just look back in time. In ancient times, Job got up every single day to stand in the gap for his kids. We already saw how Jesus prayed all night. And even in our time, spiritual giants like Billy Graham understood that their very first ministry, their most important duty, was to cover their own family in prayer. So, how do you actually put this into practice? I get it. It can sound intimidating, like some hours-long ordeal, but it's not. Let's frame this as a simple but incredibly powerful 30-minute mission you can accomplish while everyone else is fast asleep. Here's the game plan. First, just get up. Set an alarm for the middle of the night for just 30 minutes. That's it. Second, go to your wife, gently lay a hand on her, and just quietly pray for her peace, for her health, for her strength. Third, walk to your kids' rooms. You're not just checking if they kicked off the blankets. As you stand over them, you are speaking their destiny into existence. And finally, walk through your home and declare God's promises over it. Speak out, Psalm 91, "No disaster will come near my tent." And please, don't ever think this is just you talking to the ceiling. Scripture promises that the passionate, heartfelt prayer of a man who is right with God has incredible power. Your 30-minute mission can achieve way more than you can possibly imagine. So what happens when you actually start doing this? What's the real payoff? Well, it's about completely transforming the atmosphere of your home. You will start to see and feel the results when you take your rightful place as the spiritual guardian. Remember that constant strife we talked about? It gets replaced with a real sense of peace. That financial stagnation, you'll start to see things break loose. Your marriage will feel stronger, more connected. You'll watch your children begin to step into who they were created to be. And why? Because the spiritual attacks that were causing all that chaos are being stopped right at the gate by a watchman who is on duty. So this all comes down to one simple question for you. What could 1 week, just 7 days of this 30-minute mission change for your family? I challenge you, try it. Consider it an experiment for just 1 week. See for yourself what might shift in your home, in your marriage, and in your kids. The only way to know is to take the watch. And when you see what happens, come on back and share that testimony with us.